What's up, YouTube? You're in the den with Aaron EBM. Now, why am I so hyped? I'm hyped because I just hit over 100 subscribers this week, from 30 to 60 to 100 in 1 week. Just goes to show you guys that hard work does pay off. And like I always say, every time I'm in here, I'm putting in overtime for your well-being and entertainment. So if you've been liking this content I've been putting out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more of this wonderful content. Now, you've seen the intro to today's video, evolution. And I know you're saying to yourself, I didn't come here for no science lecture, but if you just bear with me, you'll understand what I'm doing. So let's just get right into it. During my journey making these YouTube videos, I have been noticing some trends, and I'm into science, and I couldn't help but notice the same things happening over and over again. No matter what group I was in or who I was talking to, I was seeing the same things. I like science, so I watch the data. I like the statistics, and I just like the nature, the human nature, men and women. I enjoy it. So what I've been noticing is some of the same trends happening. And it's weird because it doesn't seem like it's organic. You know, if you look at the theory of evolution, we're going to simplify it for you today. I'm not even going to get into big detail, but I was talking to a lady in a different group, and we were talking about behaviors and different things that affect us. And the easiest way I could explain evolution to her, so the easiest way for me to explain evolution to her was using the breast milk or breastfeeding versus formula feeding theory of evolution. So formula milk was introduced in the late 1860s, and it was marketed to women as a way to get their independence back from having to breastfeed or having a baby latched on to them all the time. It would give them their independence back, and they would be free, and they would be able to do and live the life that they wanted to live and not be tied down. Well, it caught on, and it went from generation to generation. Humans want and do take the easiest path of less resistance. So what happened? Women started using this formula generation after generation, and when it was time for them to want to breastfeed, it was either impossible or real hard to do so. That was evolution. The body didn't have to make breast milk because they had this formula milk. So after a while, it just began to stop producing. And that's pretty much evolution. And I know you're asking, what does that have to do with relationships and this sector of YouTube? Well, I'm gonna tell you. So evolution is a natural thing, and it's going to happen, and it's supposed to happen. It's not necessarily a bad thing. But if you notice, what we're going through in our society right now is what I believe is a forced evolution, you know, via different groups, women groups, feminist groups, government, whatever you want to call it. And it's not natural. Through this forced evolution, you're beginning to see vast groups of women believing that they're not supposed to be judged by their looks, even though they can judge men by their ability to provide. You are seeing little girls want to be Cardi B. You're seeing little boys want to be Cardi B. Men's voices being stifled, women believing that they're not able to be judged by men, one-way aggression, and men not being able to attack back. Not saying I condone violence, but it's just there. Pay attention to it. And it being pushed that there's no need for a man outside of procreation. You even see comments like these right here, with the lady believing that she is the sole owner of the kid. No matter if she's married, no matter if she's in a relationship, she has all the power. In the 70s, after the Vietnam War, there was a whole campaign to emasculate men, to take the aggression away from men and to make them more docile, because they believed that men created war. Men create wars, and the whole notion of the toxic masculinity was kind of formed around that basis, that we are warlike creatures. If they kind of subdued that part of us, that piece of us, then the world would be a better place. But that's outside of the norm. That's outside of natural. We are protectors. We are the ones that go out and supposed to hunt and supposed to kill to take care of the family, so the family will survive. That is the natural order of things. But you see in this forced evolution, if you pay attention, the women are more masculine and the men are more feminine. And you can really feel in your heart that this isn't the natural order of things, but this is what they want to push. This is what they want to do. And that's what we're here talking about. That's what we're here speaking about. We're not saying that women are bad, or and women, there's something wrong with women, and or there's anything wrong with black women in our society or in our community. But we're saying that, look, the power from being masculine or being that position is intoxicating. Who wouldn't want to be in power? You have to know that what they are doing is not natural. This whole notion of forced evolution has even seeped into how we deal with each other in our relationships. You don't see anybody dating anymore. Dating is all but gone in Generation Z. The Gen Zs don't date. Take this for example. I was watching Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, by the way. He had a lady from Nigeria on with her. Real smart girl. She's intelligent. She went to the college. I think she went to college at 16 and graduated. And all kudos to her. It was all good. But she had a very good question. That is why she couldn't find a relationship, or why she couldn't keep a relationship. And, you know, it was an honest question. And nothing wrong with that. And she didn't know why. And he asked her how many relationships that she had. She had none. And then he asked her how many sexual partners she had. It took her a minute to think about it. Red flag. Okay, she said 10 partners. Nothing wrong with 10 partners. That's not too bad. But once she began to talk, you begin to understand what was going on with her. She believed that she was in what they call the talking stage or talking phase in their relationships, and they never got past the talking phase, which I don't even know what the talking phase is. But once everything got unfolded and the layers got peeled back in these talking phases, she was pretty much Netflix and chilling and busting it wide open for every one of the men that she was in these talking phases with. And that is another effect that has impacted our society from this forced evolution. No more dating. Everybody's free. Everybody can do what they want to do. It's your body, your choice. The sexual revolution is freeing. But you know, there are study after study that says the more partners you have, the less success in future relationships and marriage you will have. So they want you to believe that having sex with multiple partners won't affect you. Just like somebody that was addicted to porn. The more you watch it, the more you engage in it, the less sensitive you are to real people. If you're in a relationship, the less you care about having relations with your partner, because you have XYZ over here that can fulfill your desires over here. So what do you think will happen if you have multiple partners over and over again, running up and down, no pun intended? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to get desensitized. So they mask it by saying it's free. It's the evolution. It's the way you're supposed to be. But it's in fact damaging. And this is not for everybody. Everybody says, so what are we going to do about it? And what, you know, we talk and we have these conversations, but where do we go from here? First, I say, listen to us. You know, everybody doesn't have people's best intentions at heart. We know that. And you usually know who those people are. But for the most of us in this community, we want the best for our relationships, and we want the best for our community. If you are in the black community, and being over sexualized or feeling like we don't need one of us or each other is definitely a part of this forced evolution that needs to stop. And that's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. Look, this conversation can go real deep, but I'm not going to go that deep unless you guys want me to come back and do another video. So what do you guys think? I appreciate you for coming by here with me today, stopping by, give me your time. If you like this content, you know what I said. Go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button. And I appreciate you getting me to 100 subscribers. Man, let's get me to 125 in another couple weeks. I appreciate it. Until next time, everybody. Peace.